Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Gita and Dnyaneshwari, 6th chapter and 29th and 30th 30 verse, 29th and 30th Shlok, Sahavadhyay, and 391 to 397 OV by Sant Dnyaneshwar. Okay. सर्वभूतस्थम आत्मानं सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि ईक्षते योगयुक्तात्मा सर्वत्र समदर्शनः. It means the person he has become yoga yukta, who has become one with the God, trying to become one with the God. What happens? He sees God in everything, and he sees everything samadarshana. He sees everything God everywhere, and he sees everything with equality, equanimity, and equalness. He respects everybody, everybody respects him, indirectly and directly. Sarvabhutani, Sarvabhutastha. Whatever you see, whatever you cannot see, whatever you are seeing, everything is made up of, for example, quantum mechanics, if you see, or any string theory, or you just consider anything, quantum mechanics, or atoms, or the you can see theories of advaitavad, or whatever you see. By the advaitavad, mostly a formless God is everywhere. Then you see quantum entanglement, that is also going to come here. Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is very scientific. You see everywhere God, and God sees you everywhere. Samadarshina, you become, sama means you are level-headed and seeing everything God everywhere. You are following the perfect religious path, religious and religious path, both. And at the same time, you have become a harmless creature. You are doing everything efficiently, effectively, so that it goes at the feet of God. As you are doing work is worship, and everything is being done in a way that it helps everyone to get progress in their lives. They are also going towards the God only. I mean, they are performing puja. Their work is also becoming worship, because they also are going to be realized soul, as he is trying to become, or as he has become. See, realized soul. Yuvam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mai pashyati. Now God is saying, Shri Krishna is saying that he sees me in everything, and I see him in everything. Beautiful. It's a reflection of each other. Tasyaham na pranashyami sachame na pranashyati. That person doesn't go out of my sight, and I do not go out of his sight. Beautiful. Everywhere God is there. Advaitavad. The formless God is everywhere, and this formless God, everything is made up of that formless God. Now you see, as I told you last time in 1983, first time when we read about atom, and then we saw, I told you about that a positron and electron, when dashes with each other, energy is released, and the mass goes into unseen. Now unseen means what? Means unseen God. Now does it mean that from that unseen everything has come into being? We'll have to think over it. Ultimately, in Vedas that has been given. In so many Shastras are there, and every religion something is there. That God has created this world, and all those things are there. So we are not going into that. We are thinking about the scientific way. So he sees everything as a God, and God sees through everything to him as a God. So everybody, both of them have become a reflection of each other. That is what he is saying. Now, there are so many factors coming over here. Suppose, you might have seen that a lot of people live with the, in Sanatan Dharma. For example, they go to temple. For example, a Ganesh temple. They offer their puja, the namaskar to the God. And there are some people who are, doing puja all the time. They are the Pandits are there. You say birds are there. You can say the people are there who are offering the puja. The Guruji is there who are offering the puja. means they also have 8 hour shift, for example, 8 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours if that mandir is there. What lot of common men do, they offer, namaskar to that person who is offering puja. The Guruji is there, who is offering puja to the God, and tell him that in the morning when you go, just offer my pranam to him, my namaskar to the God. Like that, I've seen in Christianity as well as in the Islam as well. If somebody is going to some place, Makkah, Medina, or whatever, going for Hajj, they try to help him some way, because he goes to Hajj with his own earning or whatever is there. But people try to help him in some way or some other way. You know, something is like that. For example, trying to get a job for him, trying to arrange the the bus going to the airport, or the ship if he's going, so that or help him in some way or some other. Or I hope you understand. So like that, everywhere it is there. So why cannot we do everyday work as a work is worship? Whether you are cooking food, doing your work, you are studying, helping someone or something like that. Okay, it happens. And all the religions are like that. Even science is also like that only. What are we doing through science? We are trying to help the humanity and this whole humankind, or every kind in the world, every kind, every soul, every entity. We are trying to do that. Even if you go to moon, Mars, and beyond, we are going to do that only. We are trying to help the society only. Another thing, quantum entanglement. Suppose H2 water molecule is there. Two molecules are with each other. If this molecule they are living together is separated and taken away some millions and billions and trillions of light years away. Okay? And here it is there. If it moves clockwise, it moves anti-clockwise. It has been proved by the science. So if, for example, if I can see God everywhere and God can see me everywhere, if we are living together, wherever I go, if I do like this, the God will do like this, for example, millions and billions and trillions of light years away. So that kind of abhinnata that comes into, it happens after some time, that the wavelengths of each other gets matched. Now what ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज is saying, तरी मी तव सकळ देही असं एथ विचारू नाही आणि तैसेची माझ्या ठाई सकळ असे. In each and every entity, not only bodies, living beings, but non-living things also, God is there. Loha Loshta Pasha. In each stone, in each particle, in non-particle, a sky-like thing, a dark energy, a dark matter, or that matter we can see, everywhere God is there. Whatever you can see, whatever you cannot see, whatever you can conceive, whatever you cannot conceive, whatever idea you can think, whatever idea you cannot think, everywhere God is there. Sakala, say everywhere it is there. Even in Planck's length, 10 is to minus 35 meter, God is there, and beyond that, God is even more microscopic than Planck's length, and God is even bigger than, for example, now one universe is there, they have conceived. So at present, so 13.9 billions or 14 billion or 15 billion. After that, what is there, they cannot tell at present. But beyond also, millions and billions and infinite galaxies are there. And in the 11th chapter of Gita that is going to come, there are many universes are there, multiverses are there, and many kinds of forms like human beings are there, intelligent beings are there. It has been accepted by Arjuna as well. He could see that. Okay, so but still everywhere God is there. This formless God is there everywhere, and that is why we cannot explain about that infinite God, and that is why even the Ved and Vedantas are saying neti neti. It cannot be explained like this. Okay, so hey, still, with the bhav, we are saying that we are performing puja of God and God can see us and we can see. It is the only devotion that can take you there and you can become a realized soul, enlightened soul. You can become a yogi or bhakta. हे ऐसेची संचले परस्परे मिसळले बुद्धी घेपे येतुले होवायगा. So like this, God becomes one with that person and person become one with the God. And his brain, body and soul, mind realize that. And then he becomes one with the God and God becomes one with him. You become yogi and God is Mahayogi. So he becomes one with you, you become one with that God. Very beautiful. एरवी तरी अर्जुना जो एकवटलिया भावना सर्वभूती अभिन्ना माते भजे, that is your bhavana, that is your bhakti. So sarvabhuti, you see that God abhinna. You cannot, for example, God is here, you break it. So we broke it. We made hand like this, still it is abhinna. You couldn't break that God. So like that, everywhere in this, wall, in this light, in this phone, in this Dnyaneshwari, the book, in this body, everywhere God is there. Ekatvachi, abhinna, which cannot be broken like that. It is unbreakable. And that's where you perform puja of me. And 24/7 at each moment, it is not digitally. 1 second, second, it is not like continuous, it is there. That is, puja is happening continuously. What are these? These are, divine words only you can see. Abhinna Matevaji, he is performing puja, abhinnata, without stop he is performing puja. Means whether he is walking, that is puja, whether he is speaking, that is puja, sleeping, that is puja, performing puja is puja, writing, reading, doing work, doing this, eating rasgulla, doing everything becomes puja. Mate bhaje, devotion. And that's why once you become yogi, you cannot be separated from God. You have become bhakta. You live in that state of mind, heavenly state of mind. You perform such work with all ethics and humanitarian values that you become harmless creature and that everything becomes work is worship. Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying, भूतांचे अनेकपणे अनेक नोहे अंतःकरणे केवळ एकत्वाची माझे जाणे सर्वत्र जो. Lot of bhuta means lot of even particles and everything you can see separately, but ekoham bhavisyam, only one God is there, of which everything has been created, good, bad, evil and devil and everything. There are some people who can see God in devil as well, because devil creates destruction whatever is not required. So that's why Oppenheimer said that now I have become death. Now destruction, but you instigate destruction, that is different, and natural death is different. That is also very important. Just remember, भूतांचे अनेकपणे अनेक नोहे अंतःकरणे, they are different, but अंतःकरण at the level of God, formless God, everything is one. केवळ एकत्वाची माझे जाण सर्वत्र जो. So everywhere, सर्वत्र means everywhere, that God is there. Okay, and you try to understand this. This is what Shri Krishna is telling to Arjun. मग तो एक हा मिया बोलता दिसत असे वाया, एरवी न बोलीजे तरी धनंजया तो मीच आहे. He sees God everywhere. Even if he is not speaking, he can see God everywhere. And if he speaks about God only. And मीच आहे. So that devotee becomes God and God becomes devotee. And there is one story of Shri Krishna is there. Okay. What happens once Narada came to Shri Krishna? Narada said nothing, because when he entered, he saw Shri Krishna is performing puja. He is performing puja, Prabhu Ramchandra, Shri Vishnu. Then there was a carving of Narada was also there. He was performing puja of Narada. After everything, the puja was over. So then he suddenly, Swamiji used to tell this story like this, like he did. Narad, oh, so Naradji, you are there. He touched his feet. He said, God, you are Lord Vishnu, incarnation of Vishnu, and you are touching my feet. So why you have to perform puja as well? At that time, Shri Krishna said, why And how this negativity gets spreads so fast. What negative? What wrong did I say? Narad said. He said that I am performing your puja because you are my one of the best bhakta and God remains one. You are continuously chanting Narayan Narayan, for example. That is why I am performing your puja. Vishnu is God and Ram Prabhu Ramchandra is God. Not doing puja is not acceptable, but doing puja is acceptable. Why positivity is not taken as positivity? Why negativity is always winning in the minds of people? At that time also, he raised the question. Because I have come here so that people will follow me. I have to become a living legend, then only people will follow. Because already there are people. There were people acting like Shri Krishna. They were there. There are a lot of stories you might find in the Mahabharata as well, in Bhagavad as well. So as a real Shri Krishna, I had to perform all these activities, good activities. Then only people will follow me. So he said, your Leela, is Agad. You are only you. That's our God. That's what Narad said. Then they discussed some matter and then Narad went away. Even God performs puja of his bhakta. He can see God in his bhaktas. So that's how God and bhakta becomes one. That is also one of the proof. एरवी तरी अर्जुना जो एकवटील या भावना स्वरूपती अभिन्ना माते भजे. He has become one with the God and in his presence only everything is been done. भूतांचे अनेकपणे अनेक नोय अंतकणे केवळ एकत्वाची माझे जाणं सर्वत्र जो. So he sees God in everyone. And then we saw that story of a person who, earlier the Gurukul was there. Once what happened, that again I'm telling you, that with the Gurukul, agricultural land and everything was attached so that they become self-sufficient and self-reliant as well. So once what happened, the Guru came and suppose 100 disciples were or Shishas were there, the students were there. He gave the Ardhan bird to everyone. And he told the students that you have to do only one thing today. What? And then you can go and play. What? The bird is given. You have to break the neck of that bird and make it into earth again and come back. But you have to do it where nobody can see you. So maybe 99 people go and did it, went and did it, and came back and you see, I got it. Such a simple time. Now you can go and play. One person who might be like me, he went a lot of places. He went to the corner. He thought, oh, somebody is watching at me. His conscience was awake. Then he went below the tree. He saw, oh, God is in all the ants. So ants are going there, and they can see me. Then he went to the agricultural land. So there are a lot of leaves and the flowers were there. God is in that as well. So God is looking at me. So he couldn't go. Then he went to the jungle. In the jungle he saw a lot of bees there. Kuhuku, that the kaku is there, and a lot of birds are there. They are watching a lot of. In the jungle, the jungle God is there who is watching me. So like that, since from early morning till evening, they had the dinner. They said, has he come? No, he has not come. So all people went and started searching. Where are you? He said, I'm here. I'm searching a place where God is not there. Nobody is watching me. He said, come back. The Guru said. He brought them back. And all of them, he kept that his bird into the study room. Everybody went to sleep. In the early morning, everybody came. Then he told, the Guru told, everybody has, you broken this neck and you came back within some 10-15 minutes. Somebody came within instant, somebody came. So you didn't say anybody is watching, you didn't thought about it. They said no, nobody is watching us. But why couldn't he found a place? So they said, no, we don't know. Then he started telling his story that this place I went, I thought that ant is watching. That place, the leaves are watching. That place, the flowers are watching. That place, animals are watching. That place, I thought that my body is God and every single cell is watching me. My eyes are watching because God is inside me as well. So that is why I couldn't do that. He asked the question, Guru asked the question, is he right? He said that he's madman and all those things. They started blaming him and all those things happened. Then Guru said, here is a person whose conscience is awakened, and he is the only person who has passed the test. Then everybody stopped, making, the fun of that person. There are people who make fun of us many times. I'm like him, for example. So it happens. भूताचे अनेकपणे अनेक नोहे अंतकरणे केवळ एकत्वची माझे जाणे सर्वत्र जो. So he can see God everywhere, and that's why he is conscious of doing every work. It's very difficult to speak a lie. It is very difficult to do bad work. Okay? And sometimes, in a fun, lot of things happen. That fun is different while you are playing or, something. But in reality, it's very difficult to speak a lie or do bad work. That's what and that's why God is with him, and he has become one with the God. And God says that I'm God in him. I'm that person. At the end, he says like that. मग तो एक हा मिया. I become one with him. बोलता दिसत असे वाय एरवी न बोलीचे तरी धनंजय तो मीच है. That person and me, we both are the one and the same thing God is saying. Because he has become one with the God. Each and every cell has become God. I can see God in him and he can see me in everyone. I mean, Sri Krishna is saying. So we both cannot be separated. He sees God in everyone. I can see him everywhere. Something like that. Okay? So दीपा आणि प्रकाशा एक वंचीचा पाडू जैसा तो माझा ठाई तैसा मी तया माझी. Like, the candle light is there. The candle light and the light that we can see, they are one and the same thing. If that jyoti is extinguished, the light is gone. So light is there and jyoti is there. That flame is there. It is one and the same thing. Like that God and bhakta, the devotee and God, his penance and everything become one and same thing. If this is gone, that is gone. If that is gone, this is gone. Both are existing. Both are reflections of each other. Both are existing because of each other. जैसा उदकाचे नि आयुष्य रसू का गगनाचे नि माने अवकाशू तैसा माझे नि रूपे रूपसू पुरुषितोगा. Like one example, quantum entanglement. I told you that if those particles are taken away, living together, it turns like this, it turns like that. They live together. Like that, God and Bhakta are same. Udagache ni ayushya rasu. It means that suppose water is taken. So your hand gets wet because water is wet. Now wetness and water both are the one and the same thing. But if you separate this, then you cannot do that. So one thing is, you remember that every example has limitations. God is beyond all these limitations, but still he lives in limitations. That is also true. का गगनाचे नि माने अवकाशू means the vacuum is there when you see the sky and beyond. Both are inseparable. तैसा माझेने रूपे रूपसु पुरुषतोगा. Like that bhakta and God and bhakta becomes one and the same thing. You cannot separate God from the devotee, and you cannot separate devotee from the God. Both are reflections and in fact embodiment of each other. You can say that. What a beautiful. Once you become yogi, you have become bhakta, you cannot separate it from the God. You have become one. What a life that is. Enlightened life. Realized soul. You see, there are In fact, in India, there are millions of such examples are there in the past. In present also, I can see a lot of people like that. They will not come forward. They try to remain, out of name, fame, charity, then even money and all those things. They remain away from all those things. Most of the people. That's what I want. 99.99999%. So what God is advising over us here, that you try to become yogi, because once you become yogi, you and me cannot be separated. Simple life. If you live the artificial life, that is different. You create an environment like that and do and one fantastic thing. No. With natural way, if you are living, then definitely you can become a yogi, you can become bhakti, you can become one with the God, and you can live in that heavenly state of mind where you become a harmless creature for each and every entity that is made up of God. God sees you in yourself, and you see God in everything, everywhere, and God and you become one and the same thing. Let us try to become that. Thank you very much.